Yo yo, RX back with a recap of a card that should just be called What the Fuck the Card, because what the fuck happened tonight, or today, because it happened in the fucking afternoon, but wow, what a night, what a day of fights. We had a thick return, a thick title win, a thick title fight, and much more, which I'll recap in a minute. But before I do that, I have to go down there, like, comment, sub, noti gang. Come on, come on. 10? Am I still at 10 subs? Fucking probably. One day, baby. Hop on a train now or get off the tracks. Colby train. Wait, no. Colby train's next week. Fuck. Let's get into our fucking recap. Just go down there and do shit. I don't know. Let's get into the damn recap. First fight on the card, and it was actually pretty good for a grappling match. Tagir Albektal versus Alan Nascimento. Really good fight. Round, I was gonna say round one, but all three rounds were them just wrestling each other because they're both wrestlers. And if I'm sorry, this shit happened hours ago. This fight happened at 10:30 in the morning. It's 4:09 right now. So if I don't remember everything, give me a break. But I do remember it was 1-1 going into the third. Well, I have the scorecards up right here. Yeah, two judges had it 1-1. Round 1 to Tiger, round 2 to Allen. Personally, I had Nascimento taking round 1 and Tiger taking round 2. But that's what I think. And then round 3, definitely Tiger. Yeah, not too much to say about this. It was a grappling match, and the better grappler won? Question mark. For being 15th ranked and fighting a guy who, on paper, should not really give you a challenge, Tiger did not look good. First, it was a split decision, which understandable. I could totally see giving the fight to Nascimento, but Tiger needs some work, especially being the 15th ranked flyweight. Yeah. He has potential. He has a lot of potential, but can he use it to his advantage? We'll see. And then for Allen, I was gonna say coming in on short notice, but for coming in against a guy ranked in your first fight in Abu Dhabi, pretty much a hometown game for Tiger. He looked good. He easily could have won. I could totally see us seeing Nascimento fight again. And we're definitely gonna see Tiger fight again, but against who? He's 15th ranked at flyweight, which I don't know how, and he's not gonna move up. Obviously, I'd be pretty surprised if he moved up. But looking, I think he should fight Tyson Nam, who's ranked 14th. Could be a gig, or number 12. Samadari Jai, the Asian dude. One of those two fights, because you could make Tiger fight out of the rankings again, but I really don't see the point in that. So, have him fight Tyson, and then for Allen, I don't know, he can fight someone. Not a bad fight to open a card. A lot better of a fight than I expected. I got it right, picking Tiger at -400 by decision, and it cashed to open the card. And not a terrible fight at all to open the card. But if you bet on Nascimento, you're swinging at the air, because again, he could have won. Just the judges said, "Fuck you, Brazilian." But nah, great fight, really good fight, Yeah, not bad performance for the 15th ranked flyweight, and let's see if we can keep it going. Good fight. After that, we got a prospect on our hands, folks. Andre Petroski versus Yazong Hu, or Hu Yazong. This fight went pretty much how I expected it, in a way. Andre just pretty much dominated him. I thought he was gonna gas him out in round 1 and then ground and pound him in round 2 like he did against what's his name? Parsons, whatever. Gilmore, sorry, Michael Gilmore, in his last fight. But he didn't do that. It was a stand-up fight for a good chunk of the fight, which both guys didn't look great. But then in round 2, Andre got to the ground, got some good ground and pound. And then round 3, same thing, got to the ground, got an arm triangle in, and who had to tap? Yazong had to tap. Andre's a really good prospect on our hands at middleweight. He's a wrestler, but if he can get that striking game going, he could be something. He definitely could be. On a 2-fight winning streak now in the UFC, winning 2 in a row. I'm trying to see who could he fight, because he's proven he's good. But who do you give him? I'm looking at the not rankings, but just overall. Tom Breeze. Yeah, Tom Breeze. It would be a good challenge, an actual fight. Hell, and maybe in a couple years he can rematch Brian. Brian Battles from who he lost to on Tough. Couple years, they're both a little more experienced. That'd be a war. That would be fun, but right now I think he should fight Tom Breeze. If Tom Breeze is even in the UFC still. I don't know if he is. And then for the opponent, Yazong, who he's done. This is his first fight since 2019, I think, or 18. 2018, yeah. So first fight since 2018. He's switched around 3 weight classes now, and now he's 3-3. The UFC was high on him, you can tell, but now it's time to let him go. He's 26. Maybe give him a couple years, he can get better. But right now he's not UFC level. First of all, he needs to find what weight class he fits that. Second of all, he needs to stay at that weight class, and third of all, he just needs to get better. So, could we see Yazong back in a couple years? Oh yeah, the Chinese scene in MMA is getting crazier and crazier. So we can totally see him back. A little bit of improvement, he'll be back. But right now, I think it's time to pack your bags and go fight. Go back to Japan or China and get some more experience, man. Find a weight class and get a little more experience. Maybe we'll see you in a couple years. But Andre, we're gonna keep seeing you. You looked fucking good, man. You looked really good. You looked good on Tough. You look good now. So it's gonna be interesting. Keep your eye on Andre Petroski. Middleweight doesn't have many good prospects. He might be one of the better ones we've seen in a while. Great performance by the minus 225 dog, and I did get it right. I picked TKO in the second. He got a sub in the third. So I got really nothing for points. I got 50 points. So Can't complain, but yeah, great performance by Andrei Petrovsky. After that, what a fucking finish this was. Lerone Murphy versus Mach Americana. Wow. Sorry about that. Wow. What a fucking finish. So in round 1, Mach just literally held him up against the fence to win round 1. In round 2, like you're playing UFC 4, Mach went for a takedown 14 seconds into the round and ate a knee to the face. Out cold. Mr. Finland's done. Oh, wow. Should have got a fucking bonus for that, being the one of the only finishes on the card. One knockouts at least, a couple submissions, but I think 1 to 2 knockouts on the card. Wow. You don't just finish Mr. Finland. The guy fought people like fucking Shane Burgos and Edson Barboza and didn't get finished. But he fights Lerone Murphy and gets completely flatlined. No, never mind, he did get finished by Shane Burgos, but it took him to round 3, so that's something. I guess I can start off talking about Mach. Dude, he might be gone. 3-fight losing streak now, even though he beat Kamala Kirk. He's the unranked gatekeeper in a way. Like, he's beating people like Danny Henry and Jason Knight, but he won't beat ranked guys like Edson Barboza. So, he's probably gone. Maybe they can keep him around for another fight, but I'd be pretty surprised. Yeah, I would not be shocked to see him in Bellator within a year. Bellator or PFO when the season starts up again. Because he's 32 now, so I don't think we can lie to ourselves. I think we know he ain't never being a champion at this point in his career. If he was 22 and not 32, maybe. Background noise. Yeah, like I said, Mach 1. I'm a fan of Mr. Finland, but I think we're gonna be waving by to you, buddy. Maybe, again, this might be a reach. Maybe in a couple years, he's 35, 36, we see him back. But that's a little more unlikely, you know. So, and then to talk about his opponent, probably the best featherweight prospect right now, Lerone motherfucking Murphy. This kid's a monster. That's what, 3 in a row now? So he's now 3-0-1 in the UFC? Dude. He's someone to fucking watch. I swear, featherweight keeps getting better in a way. I don't know how featherweight always keeps getting better. They just this year alone, they've got, over the past year, they've got Lerone Murphy, Alo Taporia, Giga Jakadze. The only thing that could make the division better if AJ McKee joined the UFC. Which, unlikely, yeah, but could it happen? I guess, and eventually. But now, besides me blabbering on who should Lerone fight? Good question. I was saying a ranked guy by the name of Bryce Mitchell. or Edson Jr. Barboza. It's not that bad. It'd be pretty nice. Don't want background noise. Yeah. Maybe even Alex Caceres. If you don't want to give him a ranked fight, then touchy-feely maybe. You gotta give him a pretty good opponent. Like, you need to get him a good opponent. And I think those 3 guys I just named are good opponents. Bryce, Edson, and Andre. Why not? Because the guy is 30, so he probably doesn't want to wait around too much longer to get into rankings. So he probably wants to start climbing that ladder. Thug Nasty does not have a fight right now. Lerone didn't take much damage. Get him in there in end of January. Let's see some fireworks, baby. Yeah, keep your eye on the guy. Great performance by Lerone and Mach, bro. It was nice knowing you. But now you can go enjoy Bellator or PFL, something like that. Great performance by Lerone Murphy. Man, 17 minutes. And only in the 4th fight, which I won't spend too much time on. Because not much of that happened. Because it's Mikhail Olashevsky versus Shamil Gamzatov. I didn't feel good in this fight going into it, and after Chimayo walked in the cage, I didn't feel any more confident. I picked Chimayo, and he did not win. The O is now a 1. Pretty much all the fight was with Macau just walking him down, body shot, up top, body shot. It was just a one-sided beating. Like, it was just a beating. You can tell Shamil either was not ready or just does not have good striking. Most likely number 2, but still, yeah, there's not much to say. Like, this is one of the fights that just, they were quick, clean, and over. So, yeah, I'm not gonna waste. I picked wrong, my first wrong pick of the night, and my last till the main card. So that's nice. But yeah, great performance by Mikhail. No fight idea for him because light heavyweight's in such a clusterfuck right now. Outside the rankings, who knows what they're gonna do. And then for Shamil, first loss of the career. Keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. Good finish, and yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm rushing, just not much to say about a 3-minute ass beating, you know? So, good performance, but let's see more. Let's see a little more. After that, ooh, the most talked about prelim. Not because it was good, mainly because bad. Elise Zaleski dos Santos versus Benoit Saint Denis. Wow. Why is this most talked about prelim? Well, I'll tell you why. By recapping it. In round 1, pretty even round. I think Zaleski definitely won, but it was close. But in round 2, Zaleski lands 40 plus unanswered shots. I think breaking the nose of Benoit. And really finishing the fight, let's be honest. But there was a new referee reffing this fight. And he literally might be the worst referee in UFC history. He literally just stood there and watched Benoit get absolutely murdered. Like, dude, that round was a 10-7. That round 2 was a 10-7. That was uncomfortable to fucking watch. That was honestly uncomfortable to watch. And then round 3 was just Zaleski gassed, still winning though. Just Benoit probably has everything broken. So, man, these referees be tripping sometimes. Like, your one job as a referee is keep the fighter safe. When you don't do that, you're not doing your job right. All you need to do is keep the fighter safe, and you let him get completely murdered. Dude, the dude's 25. This is his 9th fight. Come on, ref. What are you fucking doing, dude? This is fucking... Dude, the referee got fired after this, by the way. He got fired during the card. That's how bad he was reffing. Mario didn't get fired during the card. Mazagati didn't get fired during the card. This guy did. So if you want to see an uncomfortable ass beating, well, you can go on a couple sites for that. But if you want to see an uncomfortable ass beating in MMA, you get to watch this fight. They did somehow make it to decision. I'm not going to talk about the point taken away from Dos Santos, just because it was so stupid. It was 29-26, even though it should have been 30-22. Man, that was just not cool. This guy's debut, man. Why you gotta do him, man? So, what did he do to you, ref? What did he do to you? Oh, yeah. That was the fight. I was iffy on who to pick in my breakdown. Thank God I chose right. The old man got it done. No fight idea. And Benoit, just heal up, man. We'll see you in about a year. Hard fight to watch. Only thing you can say. After that, you got a banger of a fight in Albert Duraev versus Roman Kopylov. This was a banger. It was pretty clear who won, but still a banger. Sorry about that. Not much to really break down or recap here. Duraev dominated, but you could still Kopylov fought. Didn't help him, but if he fought. And yeah, pretty much for 3 rounds of beating. Round 3, Kopylov did win, but Duraev was just gassed at that point, so it didn't matter. And he lost. So, again, fun fight. Duraev, first contender series guy, new contender series guy to win. And he looks like a mini Hamza appearance-wise, and fighting style, he ain't far off either. Man, middleweight just keeps getting more and more prospects. Let's see, who could he fight? I say rebooked the Jericho fight, cause that was the original fight. but Chirico pulled out, obviously. So yeah, no, again, not like a couple of these fights, not much to say. This is a good fight, a lot of good blood, but still, it's kind of just one side. So, great performance by Duraev, Kopylov. Respect for stepping in, dude. But when I saw you got subbed by Carl Roberson, I was like, yep, he's done. So, good fight, but it was clearly Duraev, another young prospect in middleweight. After that, a fight I didn't pay attention to much, but it seems like it was a fine fight. Zabira took Hugov versus Ricardo Ramos. For what I did watch and pay attention to, it was a fun fight. It seemed like a fun fight. Zabira easily won. Like, I don't think that was a question. But yeah. Oh, fuck it again. Sorry, damn. Again, not the most to say about this besides. Not much to say. Besides, it was a fine fight. Most likely the best fight on the prelims. And yeah, it was just fine. Nothing crazy, but nothing terrible. So, yeah, fun fight. I got it right. I don't think it was too difficult to predict the fight, you know. But yeah. The Warrior got it done. If I thought I'd be snoozing through these, like, I don't know, I don't remember everything or I didn't pay attention. But a fight I did pay attention to was the featured prelim Amanda Ribas versus Rihanna Janjarova. What a weird fight. In round one, I think, let me bring up the scorecard. I think it's kind of clear Janjarova won. She actually dropped Ribas at the end of round one. Somehow, like, I don't know how you get dropped by Viana Janjarova, but she did. Sorry, I'm trying to do something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you get dropped. Like, and I even made a joke like 2 minutes before, like, I wonder what the line is for Janjarova by knockout. And then she fucking drops her. So, what the fuck. And then round 2 and 3 with just Ribas teeing off on VZ. She rocked her bad once, almost got the finish, but could not end it. So, really good fight, and for one of my least confident picks on the card, because everyone was saying Janjarova is a great bet at a dog of money. Ribas looked good. Ribas looked really good. And now ranked 10th, just beat number 12. Amanda Ribas versus Claudia Godelia. 10 versus 7. Well, most likely 9. Maybe I'm trying to think. Like, it's either Claudia, Tisha, or Michelle, who are 7, 8, and 9 ranked above her. But Waterstone probably go under her now. So it's either Tisha or Claudia. Tough cookie there. And then for Janjarova, I think this could just be a minor roadblock. She is ranked 12th, but she can't. Maybe Michelle Watterson, since she's probably gonna move down. But I think Janjarova has to fight down now, maybe out the rankings, because all the people under her, Felicia Herring, REB, Angela Hill, already lost to, and Brianna Van Buren. I guess you could do that fight. I guess. I guess. No, if that's the fight they want to do, it makes sense. Maybe, Miranda Marcos, Jessica Panay, just something to get Vivi back on track, you know? Because Jane Rebel has a lot of potential. Just she's 33 and she needs to capitalize on it now. She has great grappling, most likely the second best grappling in the division, because Mackenzie Dern. But if she can get better striking, she's gonna be scary. Scarier. So Ribas is moving up. After her roadblock, let's see if Vivi can come back after her little roadblock. Really good fight, and yeah, Ribas, baby. Rebas ass. Yeah, so I got one fight wrong on the prelims. It was Chimayo and Oshevsky. And on the main card, I got 2 fights wrong, and it was the 2 Polish motherfuckers. Oh boy. Yeah, great prelims, but let's get into this main card. It's, what, 32 minutes in, love it. First fight on the main card, which was underwhelming as fuck. Magomed Ankalaev versus Volkan Oezdemir. Super underwhelming. Round 1 started off pretty good. Ankalaev dropped Oezdemir. Not much else. Like, the rest of the fight was just Ankalaev, some leg kicks, some of this, some of that. There was nothing special. Neither of them pulled the trigger. And even if they did, and they didn't do shit. For how good this fight is on paper, 2 finishers in the light heavyweight division, it was underwhelming as a motherfucker. Not a bad fight in any means, just underwhelming. It's pretty clear Ankalaev won 30-27. But underwhelming is the best word to say for this fight. And now, on what, I think 7 in a row now? What do you think? He's ranked 7th, so he'll probably move up to 6th. Thiago Santos? Yeah, I just saw about that. Yeah, that would be a great fight. Because I'll talk more about light heavyweight when I get to the main event, but now with what happened in the main event, light heavyweight's in total fuckery. It's in total fuckery. So it's a great division on paper, but how you match up these motherfuckers on paper, I don't know. So good luck, Dana. You're gonna need it. But Ankalaev looked great. Oezdemir is the gatekeeper. He will maybe he can go down, fight Johnny Walker or Ryan Spam, just maybe get himself back on track in a way. And Ankalaev versus Siakos Maheta. Great fight. And I say that too often. Underwhelming fight. Ankalaev was my lock of the card. I got it right. Also to win by knockout. I did not get it right. But at least I got the lock for the night correct. So underwhelming, but Ankalaev looks like he's the real deal. Speaking of the real deal, the next fight, Hamza Chimayo versus Jing Liang. He's back and better than ever. He might look better in this fight than he did in any of his other fights. Within 10 seconds, he was holding Lee like he was a baby, and then he threw him down into his corner and subbed him. Didn't take a shot. He's taken 4 punches in 4 fights. Like, this guy is scary. If you're a welterweight in the UFC right now, you better be shitting your pants. Because Boris Chimaev is back and better than ever. And by the way, I said this on Twitter, can we all agree that Hamza would have smashed Liang with how he looked today? Like, dude, if he's picking up the leech like that, what would he have done to Liang? Dude, Chimaev is scary, bro. And now comes the question, what's next? Do you give him a high-ranked guy? Do you give him a low-ranked guy? I say Gilbert Burns. Honestly, Gilbert Burns. I swear to God. If they booked him versus Liang, who's ranked 3rd, why would they not book him against number 2? And I saw people say he should step in for Luke Rockhold next week against Sean Strickland, because Hamza can fight at middleweight and have. I don't think he can, because I think you need vaccinated and all that shit to fight, and I don't think he's vaccinated, so he's kind of fucked. But either way, just stick at welterweight. He'll be ranked, he'll be re-ranked. Lee will probably take Muslim Falcao out the rankings to put Hamza in. And Gilbert Burns, Gilbert's looking for a fight right now. Leon fighting Jorge. Colby's fighting Marty. I guess Luque and Burns would make the most sense. But Luque wants Nate. Give him Nate. Let Gilbert fight Hamza. And let's say they do with Burns and Luque, then Hamza fights Wonderboy. So. And then for Leach, like, he was never gonna be a champion. In welterweight, at least, he's never gonna be champion. But he's the best male Asian fighter they got. Now I think he should go down, fight someone on, cause he'll probably fall to around the 13th, 14th. Go fight someone unranked, like let's see, who's a good unranked welterweight right now? He could do D-Rod, but I think D-Rod might fight someone else. So let's see, who's a good unranked welterweight? Michelle Pereira, that'd be crazy. Nico, Shavak. Couple good matchups for Lee if he wants to fight out the rankings. So welterweight's really good right now. Even the app, I think welterweight finally fixed itself after the fuckery, because no one wanted to fight each other. So I think they're done fucking shitting and hiding from each other. They actually want to fight again. But no one wants to fight Hamza. But Gilbert Burns is crazy enough too. So book it, Dana. Let's get crazy. Hamza's back, and wow, welterweight's fucked. Great performance by Chimaev. Got a bonus. And yeah, next fight on the card, boring as this fight was less underwhelming more than it was boring. Like, it was the atypical heavyweight fight, but it's like, come on. And I'm talking about Alexander Volkov versus Marcin Tybura. I picked Tybor. I tried to play fucking 400 IQ. I came off looking 0 IQ. Fuck. Tybura looked gas within the first 3 minutes. And Volkov looked gas and halfway through round 2. So it was the atypical heavyweight fight, and yeah, not much to recap. Not easily the worst fight of the main card. 29-28 Volkov was my score. He took round 1 and 3, I think. I think Tybura's miracle run is over. Like, he had a chance. Now I think his miracle run is over now. Cause looking at now, he's ranked where he's 8th or no 9th. The best fight he could probably get is Tom Aspinall at 11th. Then does he really want that fight? I fucking doubt it. And then for Volkov, fight jersey. Volkov's in the worst spot coming out of this fight because he's either lost to everyone in top 5 or he's not gonna fight him. Gon, Lewis, and Blades already beat him. Stipe won't fight him because Stipe wants a title fight. So fight Jorginho, who's ranked 1 under you. Volkov's a gatekeeper. Like he's probably the most talented gatekeeper in the UFC. Think like, yeah, think about it. Him and Dan Hooker, really good gatekeepers. And I've always hated how gatekeeper has been used as a insult, cause it's not. It's just what you are. You're not championship level, but you're not garbage. So, not too much more to say. Volkov looked like Volkov. He used his reach to get to W. Marcin, he was there, but now he has to go back down. I maybe fight Spivak. No, nah, you already fought him. The only guy, I'm trying to think, who has he not fought who's ranked under him and does not have a fight currently, or doesn't have a fight anytime soon? Like I said, Tom Aspinall, or I guess Ivanov, which how is he still ranked after not fighting for like a year and a half? Marcin's miracle run's over and Volkov is still a gatekeeper. And to wrap it up, yeah. After that you have the co-main to the co-main. Is Makhachev versus Dan the Hangman Hooker. Wow. See, again, do I guys bring up the word real deal? Because Islam's the real deal. I hate to say it, I'm a big The Bronx fan, but The Bronx is losing that belt to Islam Makhachev next year. He's losing that belt. I hate to say it, he is. Like I said, I'm a pretty big The Bronx fan. I was hyped when he got the knockout against Mike Chandler, but he better pray he can get lucky against Islam, because dude, he mauled Hooker. He took him down and got a Kimura. Wait, was there Kimura? I know it was I think it was a Kimura. Yeah, Kimura. Yeah, not like he's Khabib. He's literally just Khabib. He's a younger Khabib. He's younger Khabib. He's gonna roll the division just like Khabib did, and no one's gonna be able to stop him. Yeah, that one on his record does really hurt him. Like, it does make him a little less frightening in a way. But how you kind of gotta forget that when he's mauling everyone. Props to Dan Hooker. He's the BMF for even being there and fighting this fucking guy on 2 weeks notice. So props to the Hangman. Keep doing your thing, Dan. And yeah, I think next for Islam's kinda obvious. Benny Dariush and Dan Hooker versus T-Ferg. If T-Ferg does not get the Nate fight. Lightweight is such a good division, and we need to appreciate it right now. And they're gonna, if Islam does win the belt, they're making Islam and McGregor. You fucking know it. So Islam looks like the real deal. He's gonna be UFC champion one day, and no one's gonna stop him. And by the way, can we stop with Islam hate? I get it. He does not. The woman in MMA thing's controversial, but he was born into that. He can't control it. But yes, he's a boring fighter. What are you gonna do about it? And yes, he does carry around that little shit Hazabullah, who I want to see get drop kicked down a fucking hallway. But you can't control that. Great performance by Islam. How he didn't get a bonus is bullshit, but great performance. And now the co-main event of the evening. Piotr Jan defending his belt versus Corey Sandhagen. Great fight. Exactly what we all expected it to be, a war, and it was. When you put the two best bantamweights in the world right now in the cage, what do you expect but fireworks? Piotr Jan is the best bantamweight in the world right now. You can bring up Aljamain Sterling. He beat him. You can bring up Dominic Cruz. Washed. You can bring up TJ Dillashaw. Gotta see a little more. You could bring up whoever Bellator has, or PFL, or this company. They don't match up. Bantamweight is such a good division, by the way, that there could be a top 15 for the unranked guys. Literally, there could be a top 15 for the unranked guys. I'm not gonna. This is a fight. If you got ESPN Plus and you missed it, go rewatch it. It was a banger of a fight. There were some insane moments at times, but that's what you get when you put, like I said, the two best bandweights in the world in the cage. The scorecards were 49-46 Jan across the board. Yeah, completely agree with those. Sandhagen took round 1. Besides that, it was all Piotr. Props to Sandhagen, just like Hooker, for stepping in on short notice. But now really should be one in a row, but it is 2 in a row for Corey. But now what's next for both? Piotr has to fight Aljo, even though, to be honest, he really should be defending the belt versus TJ. And Corey could either fight Marab or the winner or loser of Aldo Font later in December. I think he's probably gonna fight Marab, and no problems, but definitely ain't got a problem with that fight. But yeah, Banweight's so good. And by the way, come on, UFC, if Aljo does not, if he walks out of the fight with Piotr again, you have to strip him. He didn't win the belt, and if he keeps ducking Piotr with fake surgeries, then it's over. Strip him. Is Aljo a good fighter? Yes, but he's really ruined himself this last year with no this last couple months. So Piotr's gonna destroy him again, and it's gonna be great to watch. Aljo is definitely shitting him. Aljo wanted nothing more than Corey Sandhagen to win. I can bet you any money he was praying Corey won, because he did not want to fight Piotr again. But he has to step in a cage with no mercy again and probably get murdered. So, great fight, great performance by Piotr, Jon, and Still. And yeah, great fight. And now, the main event. What the fuck? And new UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Glover Teixeira, beating Jan Blachowicz. What the fuck happened? What the actual fuck? Jan was off. What? Like, I've seen all day since fight, and Jan was off. Was Jan off, or is Glover just good? Like, I think that's kind of a slap in the face to Glover thing. Jan was just off his game. Was he? We don't know. We don't fucking know. What? I'm speechless. Though in round one, it started off on the feet for about a minute, and then Glover got the takedown, just kept Jan down. And then in round two, they had some striking exchanges. Glover actually won them. He clipped Jan bad one time and rocked him, and almost got the finish, but he got the takedown, synced in his famous rear naked choke from back mount. It's over. And new, baby. Wow. The sad thing for Glover is now he's gonna die by the hands of Yuri Prochazka in May, I think he said he wants to fight. So, he's done. And now what is next for Jan? Like, I think the way after tonight, the fights you make are Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka. That's already confirmed to be happening next. Jan Blachowicz versus Alexander Ratrick. Thiago Santos versus Inkalaev. Dominic Reyes versus Anthony Smith. And then you just cleared out your 1 through 7. Your champions through number 7. You got your number 7 fighting 5, 6 fighting 4, 3 fighting 1, and 2 fighting the champion. You just fixed light heavyweight. And you're like, the bad thing for Glover, Yuri's gonna beat him. If Glover Teixeira beats Yuri Prochazka, it'll be one of the craziest upsets ever. I will be actually amazed. But we keep counting out Glover, man. You can't count out Glover. We don't learn. We just don't learn. We keep counting him out. We don't learn. No. What a great birthday present from Jan to give Glover that fight. And yeah, what a way to end a great card, and a very well earned and still, just like the rest of 20. Like, this has to be like the 3rd or 4th feel good champion. Brandon Moreno, Charles Oliveira. Now Glover. Who's next? Colby next week? Yeah. But that's next week. Great night. Great fights. How did I do on my picks? I went 11 of 14, 5 perfect, 6 90. The 3 fights I got wrong are Shamil on the prelims, Tybura and Jan, yes. The 3 Polish guys. 2 lost, 1 won. And the rest I got right. Great night of fights. The bonuses were Fight of the Night to Jan and Corey. Glover and Chimayo got a bonus. I think Islam should have got a bonus also, but whatever. And yeah, amazing night of fights. Next week we got UFC 268 and MSG. Marty Fake Snoozman and Colby, Rose and Whaley, Gaethje and Chandler, Burgos, fucking Billy. 7 p.m. Friday for the breakdown. And besides that, guys, RX out. Hamza smash. Rock and roll, baby.